When kings talk, the conversation's different. You really got to pay attention to pick up on it. I'm Willie 23, man. Big shout out to all my people out there grinding, not giving up, no matter their circumstances, no matter the problems that come against them, man. Big ups to y'all, man. Y'all deserve applause, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all y'all, man. I pray that God keep blessing y'all and that y'all keep blessing each other. You know what I'm saying? We all got to win together. My message today is to the young fellas out there, man. Stop getting in your own way. You got to learn how to get out of your own way. You know what I'm saying? We can be an enemy to ourselves at times. We can keep doing things to ourselves that halt our growth. So my message to y'all, man, stop being your own enemy. Get out your own way. Let God do what he designed for you. Let me say that again. Let God do what he designed for you. And what I'm really trying to tell you is, man, just stay the course, man, and do the right thing and stop venturing off into things that you don't need to venture off into. Me, I had to do a complete 360, man. You look at me 10, 15 years ago, I didn't even have this mindset. I knew I had something else in me, though. I felt it. I recognized it. And as the years went on, I'm steady getting in my own way. I'm steady being my own enemy. And I finally figured it out. I say, it's really me. I can't make no excuses no more. It's no one to blame. It's no one else's fault. I make the decisions that I make. So how can I put the fault and the blame on somebody else? I had to start looking at the man in the mirror. You have to start looking at the man in the mirror. Your actions are a choice that you made. And I blame myself for all the things that went on in my life because I could have had a different decision. I could have made a different choice. I could have went a different route. So at that time, man, you know, I was still in the streets. I was still lost. I was still young, and you could say I was still dumb. But I know that God had put some wisdom in me. I knew that one day I was gonna come up out of that stupidity. I couldn't tell you when. I couldn't tell you how. Everything kind of happens when it's supposed to happen. But the message today is get out of your own way. Don't be your own worst enemy because that's worse than anything. You ain't got nobody else to blame. All the blame is on you. I remember thinking back, it's like, man, why did I do some of the things that I did? And to tell you the truth, I regret a lot of it. I was a drug dealer. I was helping damage the community. I was helping somebody else damage their life. And that impacted other people. I was out robbing and stealing, shooting at people, stabbing people. A lot of you don't even know the half of my story. And I'm not ashamed to share it with you. That's just what it is. That's being real, putting it all on the line. At this day and time, I don't care if anybody judges me on it. My character was built. And to be honest, I got a hell of a character, a hell of a personality. Some people say, man, I knew you would be doing something like a podcast. I knew you would be trying to talk to the people and reach the people. That was your character. You know, reach one, teach one, man, and just hope that it creates a ripple effect so it can touch somebody. And I don't care what you say. I done seen some of the hardest of them cry. I done seen some of the hardest gangsters cry. And most people that's living their life, man, they want to get up out of it. Yeah, they want to get up out of it. They don't want to be stuck in that drama, stuck in that stress, stuck in that chaos. See, and a lot of these kids growing up today, they think that's fun. Oh man, that's the life to have. Man, I tell you, man, you go to some of these bigger cities and ask some of these dudes, man, if they would just keep it real with you one time. They say, "No, youngster, you don't need to be around here doing this. You don't need to be doing that, man. Get away from around here." Those are the real big homies. Those are the real OGs. that's gonna tell you what it is. Nah, you don't want these problems, man. Go to school, stay out of trouble, pick your pants up, be a role model, a symbol of hope. And me, I'm everywhere I go, I'm me. I don't want to pretend. I don't want to have a different outlook that don't represent me, because I want the kids to know, man, it's okay, man. You can still look like me. You can be tattooed up. You can have a certain swag about you and still be a good individual person. And still to this day, people gonna judge the book by its cover. But that's okay, because their opinions on you, that ain't your reality. You know what your reality is. If you're trying to do better, you gonna do better. You think big, you gonna do big. And that's just the motto of it, man. I had decisions to make. And those decisions were very important. They was gonna determine how far I went. They was gonna determine if I came up out of the craziness that I was in. Because I could easily still be doing wrong today. I can easily still be locked up in the penitentiary right now today. I can easily be a no good mother, if you know what I'm saying. So my message today to any of y'all, man, get out your own way. Get out your own way, stop being your own enemy. I was my own worst enemy for a long time. And the thing about me is, when I was out in the street, I was doing my wrong, I was doing my dirt, and I got caught up in it. I took my lick. I took my lick like a champ. And you know the cold part about it? When I was keeping it so real, some of my homeboys, they turned on me. I used to be gang affiliated. I ain't no more. Some of my homeboys, man, when we was out there doing dirt and I committed this one crime, man, that, you know, it got me locked up. I almost killed somebody. And my homeboys that was there with me, man, they told on me. I say, man, I thought we both supposed to be united. I thought we supposed to be, you know, all that. And the big homies say, man, I don't know what's up with the little homies, man. I don't know why they did that. But you know, everything happened for a reason, and I'm glad they did it, man. I had to come up out of that gang life, that street life. And I victimized so many people, not just the people that I committed crimes against, but I victimized my mother, I victimized my father. Cause in that instance, man, they had to sell their house. They had to sell their house, give me a lawyer, man. Something that they worked so hard for. Everybody want to be a homeowner. My mother and father, man, they sold their house. That's how much they loved me. And they knew I was still wrapped up in the streets. So I did my time, got out, had it together a little bit more mentally, but I'm broke. I really don't want to get no job. All the little jobs that I'm getting, it ain't enough money. What I do, I go right back to selling drugs. And what's crazy about that is that fast money don't last long, baby. Like, oh, we're gonna go blow it, we can get it back tomorrow. I never forget one time, man, I was out there selling drugs, and this one particular customer customer or whatever you want to call them, they look me in the face, man. They say, brother, why you doing this? And I looked at him like confused, like, man, what's going on? Really threw me off. I'm thinking like, man, is this the cop? Is the police? Or what's going on with this? He say, man, you got so much potential. He say, I hear the way you talk, man. I see the way Others listen to you. I see how your swag is, and you so cool, man. You got so much potential. Why you doing this? And in my head, I'm thinking like, man, there's a crackhead giving me advice. He come to me to get high. Now he giving me advice. And that was just a surreal moment for me, man. I never forget it. I still remember his name. I still remember his face. And the thing about it is, this the most important thing. You can't judge the messenger. You just gotta peep the message. Because God gonna use anybody to come get you. Yeah, God gonna use anybody to try to get your attention. And that was a surreal moment for me, man. And everything happened for a reason, man. I had just had a baby, man. I'm getting busted going to the penitentiary. My son was 6 months old. And I don't know about a lot of y'all, but I love my kids, man. And that was the worst part about that. Leaving this little baby in the world without his father. And for the next 5 years, I watched my son grow up through visitation. Yeah, I watched my son go from 6 months old to almost 6 through visitation. Him seeing me in all white. Only thing I can do is walk him to the snack machine and buy him some snacks, buy him a soda and give him a hug, and just ask him how his life been going. Five years old. Can't really tell me how his life been going. So that was a surreal moment for me too, man. And I said, man, you know, I gotta do better than this, man. We can't do it like this no more, baby. Some gotta shake. Some gotta shake. And you know another crazy thing, man? A lot of y'all be wanting to change. A lot of y'all be wanting to have a different life. But it be the people that you be surrounded by, and you don't want to make that change because you're scared of how they gonna look at you. You're scared of how they gonna talk about you. Man, they talked about Jesus. He was trying to help everybody. Imagine that. Let that sink in. When kings talk, the conversation different, man. I ain't got no ego. I ain't trying to fit in. I'm just trying to give it to you how I know it. I'm trying to give it to you from what's on the inside. The diameter of the heart. I never forget, man, when I went to LA, man. We out there in South Central, man. You know, we on Crenshaw and Slauson, matter of fact. And just to see all the homies out there, man, you know, they caught up in that, man. They stuck in that. And just to see the look on their faces, man, as me walking through as a tourist, and they see that I got some kind of like swag, aura about me, you know what I'm saying? That's a cool guy right there. You know what I'm saying? Where you from, homie? That's the number one question they gonna ask you. Well, I'm from Texas, man, you know. Came down here with the old lady, man, you know, she from around here. Just stopped by to show Nip some love. All right, cuz. Stay safe out here, man. These strangers. But to see it and to feel the energy, you could tell they tired of living like that. But it's their environment. It's their environment that keep them stuck. We was all the way in Harlem, man. We went to Harlem in New York City. We in Harlem in the heart of it. You seeing junkies right there on the curve, man, smoking crack. Police officer right there. He can't even do nothing to him. You in a city with all these multiple millions of people, and you want to take him to jail just for getting high? So there's no way to correct the behavior or the addiction, and it's just like people are stuck in this time, man. And everybody just turn a blind eye to it. I get it. What can one person do? I'm gonna tell you what that one person can do. That one person can be an example for the next person. I want to make it cool to be stand up individual again. I want to make it cool to believe in others. I want to make it cool to help others stay out of trouble. Because what you going to do when it's your son? What you going to do when it's your daughter? Stuck out in them streets and they following behind somebody that really don't care about them. Huh? What you going to do then? When them feelings soak in. When them feelings soak in, knowing that you was part of the same diameter, doing the same stuff to somebody else. They say they never understand till they trade places. I done been to the jungle. I thrived in the jungle. Not alone, I didn't just survive, I thrived in it. So you can't tell me nothing about, oh, trying to be hard and gangster and all that old, man, that's bull crap, man. I'm a man, I'm a real man, and I'm gonna stand on it. I wanna be an example for your son. I wanna be an example for your daughter, your brother. Hell, even your daddy. That way they know, man, if Will did it, there's no way that I can't do it. If he came up out of it, I know I can come up out of it. Stop being your own enemy. You have to get out your own way. Because the longer you stay in your own way, the longer you stay stuck. And it don't matter who comes in and tries to help you. It don't matter the positive advice that somebody else tries to share with you. Until you get out your own way, you're gonna be stuck forever. And I just learned to get out my own way, man. I learned to stop being my own enemy. And I like to give a huge shout out to all the people that was there for me, that held it down, and just never gave up on me, man. That mean a lot. That's more precious than diamond and gold. Any fine jewelry. And I wouldn't trade it for the world. They helped me, so I'm trying to help somebody else. I want to bring being real back. And what I mean by being real is being real to yourself and the others that are around you instead of letting them drown. I want to pull my brother up, man, and let him get a fresh air. I want to pull my sister up and let her get a fresh breath of air. And let them know, man, it's never too late to be all you can be. It's never too late to turn it around. It's never too late to say, man, you know what? I ain't getting high no more. Let me put this pipe down. Let me put this joint down, man. I need to get it together. My priorities all screwed up. When kings talk, yeah, when kings talk, the conversation different. And I keep trying to tell them, man, I ain't doing this for no other reason but for the people. I love the people. I want somebody to love me. I got plenty of people to love me. I'm just saying, I do it for the people. They need love too. From the small towns to the larger cities to the ghettos, just a little bit of love and care and concern, man. You never know, it can change a person's whole route. I got plenty of homeboys that turned it around. Got one down the street right now. He just bought a big crib over there. They turned it around. And when I drive by, I look over, I see his crib, I get excited. I feel proud. Yeah, because I want to see all of them like that. Everybody that was down and out and was in the midst and the turmoil and everybody counted them out. I want to see them all bounce back just like that. My cousin Brian say, man, you got the coldest bounce back game I ever seen. That's that hard. Failure not an option. We winners over here. We focus on winning. We so focused on winning that we ignore our critics. We can't even hear what they saying. We can't even hear when they doubting us. Just got one thing and focused. That's winning. Being successful. And when I use the word success, I don't mean just like being a celebrity or being rich. I'm talking about being successful as an individual person, being the person that you were supposed to be, handling the responsibilities that you were supposed to handle, like a real man, like a real woman, like a real father, like a real mother, brother, sister, cousin, auntie, family member, close friend. That's success to me. See that money and fame and jewels, cars, and all the high class fashion designer, that's just an extra bonus. See it look better on you when you're a good person. Let me say that again. It look better on you when you're a good person. Cause it's not what's on you, it's what's in you, baby. You can wear that makeup all you want. That Maybelline. It's about what's in you, what's on the inside. You need to find what's gonna light your fire, bring you back up to par, activate you to tap into your moral understanding and that wisdom that God gave you. You got to learn to do that. I'm not ashamed. I'm not scared to do what I do. Speak the word that I speak, and I know when I speak it, other people gonna create some kind of opinion or form about it and try to bring up my past. But I don't care about my past, man. That was all a lesson for me. I made mistakes just like you made mistakes. Everybody got them skeletons. The human body is the same. I bleed how you bleed. I sin how you sin. I'm no different. Why you trying to hold me to a high standard quality? Just because I want to give back in the form of helping other people, giving them a good word. Ain't that what we need? When you doing something wrong, you don't want nobody to come correct you before you mess it all up. Ain't that the purpose? Huh? When kings talk, the conversation different, man. And I'ma always keep it real. I'ma always keep it 100. And I say this again. You have to be able and willing to sacrifice who you are for who you want to become. Kick the pride to the side. Let go of the ego. Stop worrying about how you gonna look in somebody else's eyes and just be the authentic you. When kings talk, man, the conversation different. You really gotta pick up on it. Drop down in the comments, man. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. Most importantly, man, don't forget to show some love, man. Hit that subscribe button. We trying to share this around the world and let it flip and double up off that. Shout out to y'all, man. I hope God keep blessing y'all and that y'all stay in tune with yourself, mind, body, and soul. And just know you're a winner. You was created to win. God didn't just put you here just to put you here. You're unique in your own little way. And always remember that, man. God bless y'all.